In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use the Plan to Eat app to do your Brightline eating meal planning and food journaling in less than 5 minutes a week. You're going to be amazed at how quickly and easily you'll be able to schedule an entire week's worth of meals for you and your family. And the cool thing is, when you're done scheduling your meals for the week, Plan to Eat is going to generate your shopping list for you. Jim here with No Longer Chunky, where you get the latest tips, tricks, and strategies to help you on your weight loss journey. I have used Brightline Eating to lose over 150 pounds now, and on this channel I focus on helping and encouraging those who want to learn more about or who want to use the Brightline Eating method of losing weight and keeping it off. So if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. If you're even moderately familiar with Brightline Eating, you know that other than the 4 bright lines themselves, probably the most important strategy we use is keeping your food journal. Now, in Brightline Eating, we food journal quite a bit differently than they do in most other weight loss programs. In Brightline Eating, we don't write down what we ate. We write down what we're going to eat, and we write it down at least the night before we eat it. Now, there's no mandated way to do this, but what most people do is just they take the extra time every night and they write down by hand what they're planning to eat the next day. And there's nothing wrong with this. If this works for you and you like it, keep it up. But let me show you how we do our food journal, and we do it in less than 5 minutes each week. We use a simple drag and drop program called Plan to Eat that makes meal planning a breeze. Now, you'll see in the description below that I am an affiliate for Plan to Eat, which I'll always be upfront with you about. But this is not some new discovery for us. We've actually been using the Plan to Eat program for over 3 years now, and in fact, we were using it well before we ever even discovered Brightline Eating. So we are huge fans of this program, and I'm going to show you why right now. Okay, what you're looking at here is the cooking section of Plan to Eat, and what I'm going to show you how to do today is go ahead and plan meals, which should cover your food journal for Brightline Eating, and this will also make your shopping list for you too. So what I'm going to do is, if you notice, the first thing you see is a bunch of recipes. Now, these recipes that you're looking at do not come with Plan to Eat. You add in your recipes yourself. Now, I've already added all of these in here. Adding recipes is something that I think I can cover in a future video if there's interest. But you're going to have access to all of these recipes if you use the affiliate link in the description of this video below, and I'll show you how that works in a little bit too. So to go ahead and plan a day's worth of meals using some of these recipes here, what I'm first going to do is I need to add some items to my queue. Now, I'm going to do that by first going into and tagging what I want. I'm going to start with my breakfast grains. So I've created tags for the Brightline Eating grains. Now, the first thing you'll notice when I do the tag is only the 12 Brightline Eating grains that I've tagged are what's coming up. So I happen to like oatmeal, so I'm going to choose oatmeal. Okay, that's all I need to do. Now, after I choose my grain, I'm going to go ahead and choose my protein for the day. And so here are my, oops, I actually chose the wrong one. I want my Brightline Eating protein options. Okay, so I can choose any of these here. Now, I could scroll down to what I want because I want walnuts. My other option is to go ahead and just type walnuts. It's still going to only show me walnuts that come up within the Brightline Eating protein option, but it's there. But as you add a lot of recipes, that's going to be more helpful than scrolling. Now I'm going to unclick this. I still need to choose my protein for lunch and dinner. So for lunch, I think I'll do lunch meat. For dinner, why don't I do sausage? All right, now I'm going to come over here and I'll switch to my fruit. I need a fruit for both my breakfast and dinner. For breakfast, I'm going to do frozen blueberries, which go well with the oatmeal. And I think I'll just do a banana to go ahead with my lunch. Next, I need a vegetable, typically a cooked vegetable, but not always. So for example, for lunch, I think I'll do cucumbers. And for dinner, why don't I make asparagus? So I'll add those to the queue. I'll also need a fat to go with lunch and dinner, but I'll come back to that in a second. So let's go on and look at salad for dinner. So salad for dinner, what I've done is we typically do about a 14-ounce salad. And so I've added some lettuce in here, but I've set them up to be 2-ounce servings. I typically just choose a miscellaneous lettuce. That way when I'm at the store, I can choose whatever looks good or is on sale and get it in the right amount. And then you can either choose specific veggies from here to go on as the rest of your salad toppings, or What I like to do is we just tend to choose just a generic salad toppings, and we just buy a variety of these things at the store, and we have them chopped up. So every night at dinner we've got almost like a mini salad bar that we use, and we just throw on whatever we want that looks good. That gets us to our 14 ounces. So after we've done the salad, the next thing we do need is we do need a fat as our final portion. I need one for lunch. For lunch I'm going to do hummus. Hummus is one of those foods that can be either a protein or a fat, but the serving size will vary based on whether you're choosing it as a fat or protein. As a fat, it's a 2-ounce serving, so I'm going to dip my cucumbers in that, and that'll be my fat for lunch. For dinner, most common, and what I'm going to do here is to go ahead and just choose a Brightline Eating Compliant salad dressing, and that will be my fat to go with dinner. Now, so it's that simple. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to now go on to the plan section. I'm going to choose plan, and I'm going to choose my Q. Now you'll notice by doing that, all the items that I just chose are here. And all I need to do to plan my day is to go ahead and drag and drop. So I'm going to go ahead and add my oatmeal for breakfast onto breakfast there. I like my blueberries on the oatmeal, and then the final thing will be my protein option, and protein is going to be my walnuts. Now for lunch, my protein is going to be the lunch meat. I'm going to be doing a cucumbers with that. And remember, with the cucumbers, I'm going to be dipping them in the hummus. And then I need my fruit, which I had chosen a banana. Then for dinner, for protein, I'm going to do my sausage. For my vegetable, I'm going to cook up some asparagus. Then I need my salad. I'm going to drag over both my miscellaneous lettuce and my salad toppings. Oops, and my salad topping right there. For supper, and then I just need to add in my fat for dinner, and there's my salad dressing. So you've just seen, in very little time, I've created an entire day's worth of meals. Now, if I wanted to continue to fill in, I could easily do that by continuing to drag and drop. What I would have done is probably added a lot more food options to my queue, so that when I get here I've got more to work with. Now, this way I've set it up allows you to add in what you want without really any recipes. If you go into any of these recipes, there's really not any instructions. I've set that up to, again, reflect the Brightline Eating meal plan that's in the book. And so what you can do, though, is you can also add in and create your own recipes that you either get from other websites, or you hand into yourself, or you can create using a combination of other recipes. So what I'm going to do is just give you a quick look at that. I'm going to go back to cook. I'm going to choose a course. I'm going to go down to lunch. I've created a lunch salad here that I like to use. I'm going to select it. It's a lunch salad that has, it's made with spinach, walnuts, and strawberries, and a little bit of olive oil. So it has all the components of my Brightline Eating lunch right there. So I'm going to go back to plan. That should be in the queue now under lunch. So I'm going to come over here and drag it there. There. Now I've just in one drag, I've planned out an entire meal with all the ingredients listed. So you can do the same thing for breakfast and dinner if you don't want to have to do each individual. The advantage of this when you're starting out, though, is it will show you on the calendar what it looks like. Speaking of that, if you want to print out your calendar here and use that as your food journal, which is how we like to do it, you just go and hit print, and it'll show you here. You can choose small print or large print. If you want to, you can even print the recipes with it with all the instructions. That would be quite a bit, but you can do that. But this gets even better, in fact way better. I want to show you how your meal planning can be done even faster than that. So I'm actually going to go to another week, and there's a feature in Plan to Eat called menus. Now you can see here I've created a menu. It's a 7-day menu called Quick and Easy Brightline Eating Meal Plan. I'm going to bring that here. I'm going to drag that over here. I'm just going to hit confirm, and look at, I've just planned an entire week's worth of Brightline Eating compliant meals with one drag. So I planned it in about 3 seconds. And again, I can take any of these here. I can get into it. We can rearrange this if we want to. We can change the serving sizes. We can make lots of adjustments, and we can cover some of that information in future videos. But I wanted to show you how simple and easy that is to create an entire meal plan in under 5 minutes a week without any doubt. You can even get it down to much less than that. Now, you can create a menu item for an entire meal if you want, or an entire day. I just showed you what it looks like for an entire week, but you can use any of those combinations to really hone in and get the exact meal plan that you want. Now, In order to get access to all these recipes that I've got in here, it's pretty simple. There's just a few things you need to do. First, you do need to go on to the affiliate link in this video's description for Plan to Eat and click on that to sign up for your free 30-day trial. When you do that, you'll automatically be approved as a friend of No Longer Chunky, and that will give you access to this. Let me show you what that looks like. Once you do that, you would come over here and click Friends. Now yours would look a little different because I'm still signed in as No Longer Chunky, but I'm going to sign in and see a friend who happens to be my wife. And by clicking on her, she's given me permission to be her friend. I can see all of her recipes. So I'm going to go down here and I'm going to go to her tags and I'm going to find her Brightline eating recipes. And I'm going to find something that I like. Let's see. Let's see here. What do I want to do? Let's try this stir-fried chicken and mushrooms, all American. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that heart. That now has added it to my my Plan to Eat account. And in fact, I can do that with anything I want. I just click on the heart and it will automatically add it into my plan. So you don't have to bother adding in a bunch of stuff of things you'll never eat or no one in your family will eat. It's that simple. So if I come back to my cooking option, my section here, I'm going to go to cook. Or I could have clicked my recipes too. I'm going to go to course. I'm going to choose main courses. And I should see in here, and there it is, the stir-fry meal that was hers. It wasn't there before, it's there now. If I want to remove it, I just click on the heart. If I want to edit it, I can. Now, you'll notice the very first time, because she did not create this recipe herself, she got it from this website, I do have to click here and I do have to visit the website one time. And here's where I can kind of see the original recipe and look at anything else that I want. Once I've done that though, I can just click on edit a copy of this recipe. It'll basically now create a duplicate copy and put that in my plan. Okay, so it's there. I can make any changes that I want to. If I don't want to, I don't have to. And then I'm just going to click Save Changes. I'll close out of here. And now this is permanently in my Plan to Eat account. And I can always go back and make changes, and I can in fact delete it. So I can just go ahead and click there. In fact, I can delete anything I want. But it's that easy to access all of these recipes. So I hope you enjoyed that video. This is exactly how we would plan a week's worth or more of meals in under 5 minutes or less. So that is how you can use Plan to Eat to do an entire week's worth of Brightline eating, meal planning, and journaling in less than 5 minutes time. We are huge fans and can't imagine life without it. We've used Plan to Eat during my entire 150-pound Brightline eating weight loss journey, and we continue to use it every single day. And you can try it free for 30 days. All you need to do is click on the affiliate link in the description of this video below. When you do so, you'll get access to all the recipes that I've already added into my Plan to Eat account, as well as any others that I add in the meantime. And thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, would you please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. And now a question for you. Let me know in the comments below if you think using Plan to Eat would help save you time and effort in your Brightline eating journey. And feel free to let me know if there are any Plan to Eat features that you'd like me to cover in an upcoming video. Thank you so much for watching.